What's up, everybody? I'm AJ Green, wide receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals, and this is Verified. For the next 30 minutes, I'll be answering your question live right now. First up, let's talk football. First question. The AFC wild card is wide open. What do the Bengals have to do to get to a playoff again? I think for us, man, is the first step is winning, and we did that last week with Denver. So as we take one game at a time and week by week, I think we'll be fine. We control our own destiny. Next question. Been a lot of talk about your altercation with Jalen Ramsey, man. What's the deal? You know, man, I just lost my cool. That's a person who I'm not. But you know, I gotta stay focused. Like I said, that's behind me, and you know, it wouldn't happen again. Next question. As a top receiver in this game, who's the best corner you ever faced? Best corner. I think the first one is Patrick Peterson. I think because he's big, physical, he can run. Next one is Richard Sherman. You know, he's long, he played receiver. I'm gonna name my top five. That's two. Chris Harris, you know, he's just like a little pest out there, like a little pit bull out there. Talib, you know, he's long, he's been around the league a long time. So he's another tough one. Was that four? That's four, I think. So I need one more. One more, let's see. I don't have one, that's only four. I'm gonna stay at four. Next question. What is your routine the day of a game? For me, I'm a real simple guy. So for me, I wake up like an hour before the buses leave, eat my breakfast. You know, I'm not a real rah-rah guy. I don't have no ritual that I go by. I just listen to my music, give me a bowl of cereal, a bagel, some fruit, and then I'm ready to go for the game. Next question. What is the biggest challenge for you going from college to the NFL? I think the biggest thing for me was the playbook, because it's changed week to week. In college, you pretty much have the same game plan going in every week, but for NFL, man, it's like everything's constantly changing every week, and defense adjusting. You have to adjust your route to defense. So I got to say the playbook. Next question. Is there a wide receiver you watched growing up that you try to emulate and learn from? I think my biggest role model was Jerry Rice and Randy Moss. You know, I was kind of skinny like Randy Moss and run and try to get every jump ball, but I also love the way Jerry worked, his route running, and that's why he played for so long. Next question. What is the one thing you learned about Coach Rick that stick with you over the years? I think the biggest thing for me is, you know, the man he preached to be off the field. And I think that's what really stuck for me, man. Just being a better husband, being a better father, and just being a better person in general. That's off the field stuff really stuck for me. Next question. Okay, enough talk about football. Oh shoot, sorry, we live, but I messed up. Okay, enough talk about football. Let's get off the field for a minute and let's think bigger. Dreaming big was always a big purpose in my life. Coming from a small town in South Carolina, from a young age, having my mom, my dad, and my families around me pushed me to be better. My parents have been married for 30 years, so I had a great foundation, and they pushed me to be the man I am today, especially my dad. He didn't finish school, but he always taught me you always have to work your butt off to get what you want, and nobody hand you anything. So when somebody tells me I can't do anything, that pushes me, that motivates me even more to do it. Having a learning disability in school and knowing that school wasn't my biggest strength in life pushed me to work even harder when people doubted me. You know, I went through some hardships in my life, lost my brother when I was 5, lost another mentor who was a big part of my life, my coach, who took me on my first recruiting visit to the University of Georgia, took me to all my Nike camps. I look at life as a roller coaster. It's ups and downs, but when you're up, you're up. When you're down, you have to fight to get back up, you know? And that's what I live by. Nothing in life is easy. For me, dreaming big was always getting out to help the next generation, and my son or whoever kid it is coming next to me. That's why back in South Carolina, I always do a camp to younger kids, you know, in my neighborhood. They see me succeeding in life and always, you know, pushing to be better. And if I can just touch one kid from that community, man, that would be big. For me, man, just keep your eye on the prize, man. Don't ever let nobody ever tell you that you can't do anything. Leadership, family, community. Those are the 3 things you need to know to achieve your dreams. Can you talk about the importance of being a role model and working with kids, with children? I think the biggest thing for me, man, I didn't have a role model really growing up. You know, somebody I looked to as a professional athlete. I had my parents, and my biggest role model was my dad and my mom. But me, you know, being in the light, you know, I just try to be the cleanest person on the field, cleanest person off the field, and preach positivity through this whole, you know, my platform. And I just want some, you know, kids to look at me and be like, okay, I want to be like AJ because he do this and that and that. For me, I know, like, I just try to keep my image clean, and what I can control is the name on the back of my jersey, and I don't ever want to disappoint my mom, my dad, my family, or anybody like that. So that's what I live by, is, you know, my morals is family, you know, God, and that's what I try to live by every day. What advice do you have for youth who wants to make something of themselves, but the circumstances may not hold, but circumstances are holding them back? You know, for me, growing up in Charleston, in Summerville, South Carolina, you know, a small town boy, you have to dream big. And for me, I saw the biggest picture at a younger age. I wanted something in life, and just having my family, my mom, my dad, and having that great foundation pushed me to be even better. So if you can find that one person that you want to make proud and you want to do something for, man, you just gotta live by that. And that's what I live by, man. I feel like, you know, everybody don't come from a great foundation, but you have to make up in your mind that you want to be something in life, and I think you'll be fine. Next question. Moving on to the next topic, one of my favorite, family. I'm a dad now. I became a dad about 1.5 years ago. It was an eye-opening experience, man. I can remember just being in the hospital when she was pregnant. She was in labor for 37 hours. I was laying on the couch, and I happened to fall asleep, and she got mad at me. "Get up, AJ, get up, get up, get up. What are you doing?" I was like, "What? I'm taking a nap." She's like, "I had to use the bathroom." So I had to walk her to the bathroom every 30 minutes. So I didn't take no naps. It was very emotional knowing that 2 people that love each other very much created this one thing. Going home, man, having both our parents there really helped. But when they left, it was very, it's very scary. It was me and her for so long. And just having somebody else in the other room was eye-opening. Waking up every 2 hours, feeding them, changing them, burping them, putting them back to bed. And then I came home, you know, from practice a couple of times. Marina was in there crying. Don't get mad at me, I'm being honest. She was just like, "I don't know, I'm sleepy, I need to do this." I was like, "You go take a nap and I'll just, you know, I'll take care of the baby while you get some rest." Easy, he didn't like to sleep a lot, so like he'd sleep on us for like 5 hours, or he'd sleep on while somebody's holding him, but you couldn't put him down, so we had this little rock and play. We used to put him by the bed, and then he didn't sleep in that. Every 2 minutes he'd be up, and we'd be like, "Shoot." I would roll over, and every time he'd be looking right in my eyes. So I'm like, "Golly, this is weird." After the season, we went home, spending time with him really taught me the meaning of life. It's not all about me anymore, not all about us, it's about him and his future. It gave us a different outlook on life. He's very funny, very energetic, silly. He'll go through the shelf and pull down all the books until he finds the one animal books, and he'll bring it to you and he go, 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 and that means read it. And you have to read it like 20 times before he leaves. There's no better feeling coming home, no matter how bad a game I had, I'm still daddy. He doesn't judge me, she doesn't judge me. It's a great feeling, man. It's unbelievable that I'm a dad. It made me grow as a man, pushing me to be a better husband, a better football player, knowing that I had a son that I'm gonna try to teach to be a man. My wife, she holds down the fort when I'm not there. She is the rock of our family. She keeps everything going while I'm on the road a lot. Got him on a great schedule. He sleeps from 7 to 7. We plan on having another one in June. We're gonna start trying in June because I want a baby in the off season. No more babies in season, so. What's harder? Oh, whoa. What's harder, escaping man coverage from Richard Sherman or escaping diaper duty? Oh man, I think escaping diaper duty because you got my wife involved, so there's no escaping that. She's probably the toughest person to get anything, get away from. So I gotta say, escaping diaper duty. Next question. Did you take your kid trick-or-treating? If so, did you wear a costume, and what was your kid? We did not take him trick-or-treating. We, Brandon LaFell had a Halloween costume party at a bowling alley. So we took him there. He was dressed up as a lion. I didn't dress up, but we had a team party, and I was supposed to be a ninja, but it rained, so I didn't even use my costume. But I was going to be a ninja. That is it. But he was a lion and a skeleton. Next question. Are you getting sleep with the new baby? Right now he's 13 months. My wife trained him well, man. He sleeps from 7 to 7. So the first 3 months was the toughest because we're still trying to sleep training him. But right now it's all good now. 7 to 7. He sleeps 12 hours a day, so we're good now. Next question. You are the best wide receiver to ever beat Florida. Is that Florida? Yeah. You described the Florida-Georgia rivalry from a player's point of view. Me, I never beat Florida, so that's very disappointing to say. But the experience is unbelievable. Just the atmosphere, just pulling into the stadium. You got one side Florida, one side Georgia, red and black, orange and whatever color they are. And people are just like, it's the world's biggest cocktail party. So I never experienced it as a fan because our bye week never add up to their bye week. So I was always a player, but I want to go there as a fan to really get the full experience. So next question. Since having your son, what has fatherhood done to change your life or on and off the field? I think, being a father, it gave me more purpose. Football was always, at the top of my list because whatever I do, I put, 100% in. But once you have that kid, man, everything else comes second to that. Because at first, for one, I'm a father, then I'm a husband, then I'm a football player, and that's my category, man. But it's giving me more purpose, man. It makes me want to go, harder on the field for him. But I just want to be a better man for him off the field. So it gives me purpose. Next question. New topic. A lot of folks wants to know about my diet. Trust me, it's very strict. Do y'all want to know how a professional athlete eats? Listen up. I get up at 7 with my son. My chef will bring my food around 8. She usually brings some vegan waffles, vegan meat, tofu, maybe like a salad, avocados, guacamole, light ranch. For lunch, I usually eat peanut butter jelly sometimes because I don't want to get too full before practice. And then I'll have a protein shake. And then for dinner, usually my big meal, I have pasta, a lot of carbs, a lot of seafood because I really don't eat meat during the week. Tuesday, my off day, repeat that. Whole wheat waffles, lunch, salad. For dinner, it's usually pasta again, or I have salmon with asparagus, mashed potatoes. Wednesdays, we back at the stadium, and she makes some great vegan banana foster pancakes. The best time of the week is on Wednesdays when she brings the whole lunch. I usually have like a peanut butter and jelly or something before practice. She brings my dinner around 6 or 7 o'clock. Seafood, crab legs, scallops, mussels. Thursdays, same routine as Monday. The best day of the week is when I usually eat chicken wings because I don't eat meat. On Fridays at the stadium, we have our meal catered, and it usually be like PF Chang's, Eli's, or something. Saturdays, travel days, I eat eggs, and then get on a plane. We usually have Chick-fil-A, but I don't eat the Chick-fil-A because I only eat meat on Fridays. So I have another peanut butter and jelly, and then go to the hotel. I usually order room service, which would be like a salmon burger. Sunday morning is, I don't eat that much before a game because we usually play at 1 o'clock. And then come Sunday after the game, that's when I have another cheat meal, pizza, or I'm a big hot dog person, so that's really unhealthy. And then come back Monday, I'm back at it again. I don't eat pork or red meat or sugar during the season. And I really feel the best I ever felt my whole career. I got more energy than I had these previous years. I'm more alert. I really get tired. There you go. That's what I eat. I'm AJ Green. You listen to Verified. Now I'm ready to answer some more questions. How often do you watch Georgia play? Do you not pay much attention, or do you never miss a game? I never miss a game. For me, that's a school that got me to this position I am today, man. So, and especially this year, they're playing unbelievable. So I every Saturday, no matter I'm home or away, I'm always tuning in. And I'm gonna be at the SEC championship this week, or next week, when they beat Alabama. So, go Dogs. Next question. Who's your favorite Bengal of all time? My moat is Chad Johnson. I look up to Chad Johnson since I was young, and he paved the way for me, and to put on this uniform, and I'm just trying to live up to all the great things he has done for the Bengals, man. So I got to say Chad Johnson. Next question. One word to describe Antonio Brown. I think for Antonio Brown, man, he's quick. Quick as lightning, man. Next question. Can I come to Cincinnati to train with you? Sure. You just find time, and then you have to book your own ticket, and then find me in Cincinnati. Then you can work out with me. But no, it'd be fun, you know, if you can get to Cincinnati, then you can come. If you find me in Cincinnati, you can come train with me. Next question. What were your favorite protein growing up? For me, I wasn't even into sports when I was young. I'm from South Carolina, country. So for me, I was always outside, riding my ATVs, and getting in trouble, man. And you know, I love outdoors. So for me, I really didn't watch TV. So you know, as long as I had my go-kart, my fishing pole, I found the nearest pond to go fishing in every day. So I didn't have no protein. I didn't even know anything about sports growing up like that. So next question. Can you promise me you will never play for another team than the Bengals? I cannot make you that promise. But I can promise you the next 2 years I'll be playing for the Bengals. That's what I have left on my contract. So I would love to play for the Bengals for the rest of my career, man. It was a great organization. They gave me the opportunity. So, you know, how fun would it be to finish my career here, where I started? And I think, you know, I hope I can do that. But you never know. I can't promise you that. Next question. I know that you're a sneakerhead. What interests in designing your own sneakers? That's always a plan of mine, is to design my own shoe, man. I'm signed with Nike. You know, I always wear the swoosh, man. I love the swoosh. But I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm creative enough. Oh yeah, I don't know if I'm creative enough to design my own shoe, but to help with Nike. But my favorite shoe I got on now got to be these. The Vapor Max, the off-white edition. Got these in. Got a couple more off-white edition in. So these got to be the best sneakers on the planet right now. The Vapor Max. And then it's the off-white Air Forces, and then the Prestos, then the 97s. But still waiting on the 97s to come in. Brandon LaFell, still waiting on my shoes. But like I said, man, it'd be great to come up with my own shoe one day. Next question. How great is it to be a Georgia Bulldog, and how excited about the success this season, and do you think they'll make the national championship game? It's great to be a dog, no matter win or losing season. You know, I said they gave me the opportunity to come in here to play as a Georgia Bulldog, and then further my career to the NFL, man. So that will always be home for me. You know, I live in Atlanta in the off season, so there's no bigger sport, no bigger team in Georgia than the Bulldogs, man. And I think they will. Like I said, I'm gonna be at that game December 2nd when they play Alabama. So I think they got a chance. And a lot of people didn't know, you know, they would be so good so fast with Coach Smart, Kirby Smart. So, you know, they surprised a lot of people this year. So I'm looking for even better years coming under him. So I think we're going to the playoff. We got to make it. We got to beat Alabama first. Next question. What would you say to your proudest football moment, high school, college, pro, whatever it may be? Proudest moment. I think the proudest moment for me is draft day. You know, getting invited to New York, having all my family and friends with me, and having them to experience that moment with me. Got to be the draft. And then high school, I think winning the state championship in basketball was another big moment in my life, because my coach got killed going into our senior year, and our starting five of our basketball team were so close, and he told us in 8th grade, he was like, y'all gonna win the state championship y'all senior year, and we did. But he wasn't there to, to celebrate with us. So that was another great moment in my life, just to have, some of my closest friends. We won a state championship for a coach that had done so much for us growing up. So those are my big moments. Next question. If you weren't playing wide receiver, what other position would you be? I think everybody would say they would like to be a quarterback. But me, I would like to be a corner. Like I said, I'm just a cover guy. I don't like to do all that hitting and stuff like that. So I'll be a corner. Corner is another position that you don't have to get all into the mix with the big guys down there. So I got to say a corner. Who was that? AJ Corney, the best equipment manager you ever seen. I don't even know who that is. I don't know the equipment manager. Adam is the best equipment manager for the Bengals. Adam, Sam, and Trump. The best equipment managers in the world. Next question. How do you feel about Tom Brady? I feel like everybody else. He's the best. He's one of the best to ever play this game. And me, personally, I think he's the best quarterback that ever played, because I think his grit is unmatched. His fire that he brings going into his 18th or 19th season. I think the fire that he brings to the game each and every week, man, is unmatched. So that's how I feel about Tom Brady. Is it true you are a professional juggler? I am a professional juggler. I started juggling in first grade and on to my 5th grade year. I used to perform at halftime at varsity basketball games. So I am a professional juggler, but when I got to middle school, I was like, I gotta take up some real sports and try to do something more cooler than juggling. But I really feel like juggling really helped me being a receiver I am. Helped me become the receiver I am today, because hand-eye coordination that really takes. You got to have that to be able to juggle multiple items. So, but I am a professional juggler. Thank y'all for sending y'all questions, man. I'm AJ Green. This is Verified. Good night.